Hello St Bart's. This week is a really significant week in the life of our church as we recommence our services this Sunday. So we're recommencing 7:30, 9:30 and 6pm in-person services. Now, if you want to come along to one of those, it's important, in fact, you've got to register. And so you go to stbarts.com.au/Sundays, pop in some details. It's very simple, and then you'll be registered to come along Sunday. That's also important because each of our services is limited to 100 people. So if you want to come along, best to register as soon as possible. Before you come along, you need to prepare. And the simple way to prepare is by washing your hands, bring a water bottle if you want to. And if you're sick in any way, please stay home that week. It's important that if you're sick, you stay home and you just don't come along to services this week. When you arrive at St Bart's, you'll queue up outside the front door and a welcomer will check you off on the registration list. As you come into the building, if you've got kids, you'll check them in at the normal check-in spot, but the kids will go straight into the program. And then, if you're joining in the service, you will be welcomed at the front door of the auditorium as well. So as you come into the auditorium, an usher will greet you, say hello, so good to see you. And then you'll be told which section of the auditorium which you'll be seated. And you're meant to stay in that section, of course, as well during the service as well. So please follow those instructions. If you're having any trouble finding that spot, the usher's going to help you out with that as well. But just go sit in that section for the duration of the service. During the service, you'll need to observe all the social distancing requirements. That's not going to be too onerous. We're going to make that really simple, so don't be worried about that. It's going to be so wonderful to see one another's faces. And then during the service, I want to encourage you to engage. It's going to be so exciting as we sing, open God's Word, and also begin a whole new series for 3 weeks on gratitude. It's so amazing that we're exploring gratitude in these coming weeks as we recommence services, as we have so much to give thanks to God for, and then in order that gratitude would spill out over into our lives. After the service, it's really important that people leave promptly. So if you've got kids, you'll collect those from the check-in desk. And then afterwards, we want to encourage you, because we're not going to have morning tea or supper here on Sunday, that if it's appropriate for you, catch up with another household, share a time of fellowship together. Now, of course, if you can't make it along to our services on Sunday because there's limited capacity or it's not appropriate for you, then we want to encourage you that, as is COVID safe for you, that you might catch up with another household and join in one of the streams for 7:30 or 9:30 as well. We're streaming 2 services in the morning, 7:30 and 9:30, if you can't make it along in person. We are so looking forward to seeing you this Sunday and praying that as we gather, be it in person or online, that we will be a people so characterised by gratitude in response to God's extraordinary generosity to us.